enough. Hey. Can you put this? Hey guys, so I will start talking when we get to at least let's say 200 people. Keep on sharing the page so that others can watch. Abashishibat, my other page has been restricted. I can't go live, which is very unfair, very unprofessional. Don't report a page if the person is not talking about bad stuff, insulting and ABCD. I just feel like that's a stupid low blow, you know. It's a weak one actually, because if you're not checking by what I'm saying, or if I'm not saying sensible stuff, the least you can do is just, you know, listen, overlook it, and just say vulnerable, and you move on, you know. So when you report my page, so I don't talk about the issues that are worrying most Zambians, then you know what you're doing is wrong. Then you know there's something wrong. Guys, let me know if there's echo. So I'm seated in the bathroom because that's where the better lighting is. But kindly do let me know if the lighting is, if the echo is bad, so I can leave this place. Please, let me see about 3 people say, well, where I am, the echo is too much, and then I can move. Oh, I mean, shit. Oh, sure. Yeah, so can you guys hear me nicely? Oh, the sound is okay. Okay. So I had posted, I posted 2 pictures this morning. I posted a picture of Hakainda Ichilaba, and I posted the picture of His Excellency, Mr. Edgar Chagwa. And I'd ask you people to say 5 things that the current president has not done right, and 5 things that he has done right, you know. And I also mentioned about, well, I also say the same about HH. Anyways, let me not even waste your time. Kurine. First, once I have a video, more shishi bepo history or ngatamwa, tunanda ngatamwa ishba history ya bababidi. So first of all, UPND was formed 22 years ago. Yeah, ni party ya wa Mazoka, Anderson Mazoka. Mu 1998, ero ba ichitile form part. Ero ba PF ba sata ba Michael Sata. Ba sachita form part ya mu 2001. After ba chiruba ba sara ba mwanawasa as presidential candidate for ba fuluro ba sata ba forming a party yabo PF. Bali rusa sata amatemzi yanga yabiri. Ba Anderson ba fuide mofie tabawi nne ko party liyonse era ba fuide ba Anderson ekubika po ba Mazoka. Na mushwa bonsa tiba Edgar Lungu ba ishire sende chipani cha PF after ba sata ba shani bafwa. So ababiri aba bali kwata common denominator mulandai inga imo bali chita inherit ama party zota bapangile. 1. So the problem with us Zambians, we always feel like there is a need of people fighting when people talk about politics. You feel like, oh no, you can't talk about politics, I can't talk about politics. Nowadays, PF supporters, okay, so let me say I'm not affiliated to any party, but I do have a choice. I do have freedom of choice. I can pick on whatever party I want to support and I can ride with it. But nowadays, it's not even safe, you know, to choose a party, because the moment you choose one party, the other party is against you. The other party wants to disrespect you. The other party wants to see bad in you. The other party sees you as a chipuwa because you've joined the other party. So right now, politics in Zambia are just bad. No control whatsoever. So the kind of kuri point and Ngaralanda nati mention 5 things that PF has done that is so good. I don't mean it in a bad way. I mean it in a sense that I want to open your eyes over one reason. Zambians, we always feel like what was the point? What was the reason of you electing them as presidential candidates or electing them as ministers in the cabinet? What was the reason of you doing that? You did that so they can work for you. You did that so that realize that it's their duty. Lekeni miebe before shira yokutari ero shira foko kula pali video. Building of things that will benefit Zambians. Buildings. Or you I've seen Precious Mimi Mwanza. If you are dating a Kada, you sound like a broken record, you know. You sound like one of those stupid girls that have no control, you know, that are dating cadres. I don't care whether you're dating a UPND or whether you're dating a PF cadre. This is how useless you little girls have become, or you women that are given free things. You're so useless to a point that you don't want to get sense from somebody. All you want to do is drag on the stupid things that your cadre boyfriends tell you. Nobody's going to offer you an iPhone 12 here. And nobody's going to pay rent for you. So go clean his smelly shoes. Get out of my page. Okay? And for women to become cadres, it's so gross. You know? So anyway, let me get away. Let me tell you this. One thing Ochobatu say in Deleko from us, we no more have the freedom of choice. And when I say we no more have the freedom of choice, I mean we can't even have good conversations about politics. We can't have good debates about politics, because the moment I will open my mouth and say, you know what, HH is better than this and this because of ABCD and ABCD, then I will have one person that will want to come and disrespect me, insult me, because they feel like their leader is so much better than mine. But these are things that we should be talking about every single day. These are things that we should take politics really personal. And when I say we should take politics personal, I don't mean we should start killing each other or fight each other. Politics nowadays, iringa bola. You know, tufira twaikala muchibanza chimo ababa wina ababa lusa. The only thing you can do is talk about how he missed, how he did shine. Mwasera mwafuma mwaya. You know, be friends. Inena yiwa kutu abama friends. Tuatu aikala patebo yimo. We are talking politics. When we are done talking politics, I'm able to look at you and tell you, if you feel party, anyway, we can apply that, you know. Not nowadays, when you see a comment from a PF cadre, it's always aggressive. It's always about intimidation. It's always about proving a point with so much disrespect. And let me tell you this. I can't blame them. It's how the leadership is going about it. Offer baba fundile. You use power kuwomfya maka. Because ngawawomfya milandile fiesha mano abantu tabaumfwe. We are the power. You need to use a maka for you to win each and every battle, which to me is so stupid. Because if we should be able to sit down on the same table and discuss the issues that are affecting you and affecting me. We should be able to sit down and talk about what are the benefits of having PF as a ruling party. And what are the benefits of having UPND as a ruling party? There's no need of us shedding blood, being disrespectful towards each other, arguing, fighting, or because this one, or Paxina, I support the PF. Hello, Jenny, I support the UPND. So they can't be friends. Actually, you can't even have a boyfriend that is in PF when you're in UPND, which is so down. Meaning the palifia mano for muisosha. So you went out one PF, kwenda fena ba mu PF because once the mure we fitenge because once the mure support the team imu. Mwala kwa tashani debate ya mano. Mwala kwa tashani debate ya lava so positive. Mwala kwa ta debate ya shani ya la chinje chalo. Or I have seen abantu about the wife is supporting that party. They come back, sit down and talk about it and they all laugh. But to Zambian, we do not have what we call freedom of choices. Once you make a choice, you are doing something wrong. If today I choose to be in UPND, I will never see favors from PF. They will never give me anything. In fact, I'll be an underdog. In fact, they'll look at me a certain way. And I'm not only talking about PF. I'm also talking about UPND. You are losing the sense of control. And this goes to both presidents. One president should be able to defeat another president by being different, by doing things different, by telling its followers to do things differently. There is no need to muchalo or because of politics. We have no... So I want to come up live and say something and they've blocked me. Already, I do not have freedom of expression. You are sitting on me. Because when I come up live, I will say things that you don't want people to know. You block me. You are depriving me from my freedom to I find very, very disrespectful. Lakini mbwere building of imwe mwaba kwata bullshit mu mishumu ndefo kumieba era ndefo mubebe ababa ku mishumu mulebe bati ngabakule misebo tabale mipera favor ninchito yabo a reason mwele mukutanta muke mukupoka voters cards a reason mukana mukuvota. It's their duty ukukule misebo. It's their duty to make sure that Zambia, each and every person, water and sewerage, if we end up every single day, they are not doing you a favor. I have seen Ubupuba Zambia for too long where Barabika Kaboho, Mwana Mkushana Mututenge, Mwabombeni. There's nothing like Mwabombeni. It's their duty to doing that. ngabapanga amaskulu iye balikulire amaskulu kuno balikulire amaskulu takwali amaskulu. It's their duty ukukula amaskulu. Taba, let me pay a favor. That's the reason why. See, you are actually very first in dande muchibemba kuli imwe bakumishi ni nchito yabo ukukula amaskulu ocho mwa votele. In fact, babo mfibenu ni mumwe babikire mu office muri pakuti baleri ya bwino pakuti abana baba bale ya kuma international schools mu mchiri mure chula. It's because mwali ya mkuvota mwali bapele nchito ni nchito yabo ukukula amaskulu ukukula emisebo ukukula ma hospitals ni nchito ya government. Takuri umuntu umbukesa mukufichitefyo echo mubavotera babantu belaisa dyonse mukulanda tukamikulire emisebo tukamipangira sewage tukaleta amabohozi tukaleta amaskulu. Ni nchito yabo lero nga mwabuka mwamfo kwanda kali mwamenshi bamireterere mwari ka diarrhea kuba tamfye nchito. They are not doing you a favor. Ocho tule churira mu Zambia, it's because tuwarite mwefya mahala. Ocho tule chulila tuwarite mwefya mahala. Imomufwafe kanofyo umuntu aisa amipera akatenge. Kanofyo umuntu aisa amipera fertilizer. Ifefe bashiri muletu chushamo. Mano ya mungurwayo. Iyo fertilizer, bag ya fertilizer. Ni 1 year fye muka chitira mofi. Afterwards in his chapwa. Muka chura for 4 other years. Imwe lyonse fe nombapa ngabali abaire mukutantama pageti aba minister kulusaka abaire mukutantama kuya mukusende fya kulya amano ya munguru ayansala echo tuchulira mu Zambia twalite mwe fya mahala umuntu ulefo ekokula mibombela mwa mukutantama kuya mukusende fya kulya fya mahala. Naba kuposta baisa mukuposta. Oh no, he is a good minister. He gives people free stuff. He's not giving you free stuff. Nimpiasha government. Walemi pela ama peanuts pambia sheno sho mufire mwakwata. You are supposed to be begging, crying, shouting for better economy so you can have good jobs. So you can have money, good businesses. So you don't have to go and stand pado ya muntu kula ya sende fya kudia fya mahala. Amano ya buchushi. Ofo tatuili loko di konstituali kwa tamano ya buchushi. Ifoe chikulfe batu pere Christmas. Aka leo tuware kula. Pa Christmas tuwa ishife tukuri rice nenkoko. Mwana wandi. Pa Christmas chimupena rice nenkoko because nalipita mwefi abupuwe fyo. It's not overnight that people will change, but mufire muaishiva ichishinka ichakutila ofu bale mieba bakachita ni nchito yabo ngabamye batsi twalabwesha ko mutengo ku masukulu ninjito yabo bafire babweshe mutengo ku masukulu abana basambirire tabale michitira favor ngabamye bati we employ more nurses and more police officers ninjito yabo ngatabachitira employ more nurses na police officers abakaba parents to ni banani government institution ikabera kwisi ninjito yabo bafire fe bachita Bafwire bambo kumye bati. Mumvotere ine. for equality. Mumvotele ine ngalinevo ba president ba Edgar Lungu na imi na kuchinso cha abantu na lafu miyamashu ya kutsila mumvotele nga muamvotela mukakwata freedom of expression. Mumvotele nga muamvotela mukakwata freedom of choices. No one will deprive you from your own choices. No one will fight you for having choices. I will give you peace. I will make sure wakapokola wakwata umchinji kuli mwema citizens. 1. Number 2. If you see me doing something wrong, there's a law that says I should follow. Mwanchita correct. No timo diose ni momulanda fiawe. Building emisebo imisebo abantu ko bare mkunuina imisebo nshibabumbire abantu bare ni na drainages yuko abantu bare lapha mulu wa malata yabo so misebo nshi oyo bapangi misebo nshi na drainages nshi oyo bapangire ayalengira ati abantu bashite drown filia. In your own country, a Chinese man will mistreat you. And you have a minister support a Chinese man. Shatara monoponanika South Africa for 12 years. Kusa Africa, as long as you're in South Africa, kutu wanyama sushapa riponse. But you are foreign, apakunye tsushufire wapi lukorosha kumbari kunu makunta isho. Umo nenga kuri umuntu wala kumfa because tabakuleki. But in Zambia, a Chinese man will fart in my face and walk scot-free. But in England, yet susha umabansta report kuri ba minister nita bandeke. In your own country. Bari mi tola, bari mi velesha. Nowadays, we are taught to be aggressive. When you want to pass a message, you need to be aggressive. Ufidowa wonfia maka, ufidowa wonfia wukari, uluwuli and ABCD. Amano na yamboku poa. Because only people that are down use aggressiveness. Only people that are down use amaka to pass a message. But if you are intelligent, I don't need to struggle to pass a message. I will say it the way it is without fear. I will make you understand without any fight. I will say things the way they are. I will make you understand. No, you can't say A. You need to say A, B, C, D. We can't even have normal debates on social media because when you have a debate with cadres, when they find you, you are scared. I'm free to talk like this because I am here. If I was in Zambia, I would be scared to even go and have coffee because I will have some cadre, rock up on me. I will have threats, calls here and there telling me how much they will deal with me because I'm saying things that people don't even know. Na watu walusha wakopo ifikopo fieka. Let me go back to Hakainde Hichilema. Hakainde Hichilema may not be a perfect person. We are all not perfect here. We are all not perfect. Wonsa patapawo wa pwiririka. Tapawo wa pwiririka. Na waeche na vena taba pwiririka. In fact, we might even face the same problem that we are facing now. Olonga tuwaliba votere na vena. Muna papa nafo kulanda. No mandafo munkonge wino. Bamazo kafta wafwa. Let me just say, Upnd has been fighting to be in power for over 21 years. This 2021, it's going to be 22 years of them fighting to be in power. The man has lost money. Despite what people have said, despite the stupid campaign that people have pulled on him, campaign, satanism, President BC and ABCD, just to deprive him from campaigning wisely. One. Secondly, mwala monama accident yala fula, and they will all blame it on Akainde Ichilema. Mwamwikete shine you buloshi. Mwaishiwe shine at Nindoshi. Imori yose nga luka fema campaign nishimwambo kulete fintu fya ifina mapatizi just to deprive people from voting for him. Nga ama road accident so yala June July mwala mona, and they will all blame it on Hakainde Ichilema. Why don't you pray? Why don't you pray? Why don't you pray? You always use that strategy. You always use that strategy to sit on him. Once a fear, ichale ngati kula vota ngabantu abakwata mano. It's because you are limited. Sunkatuleya. Ukwa lolo mwela eko tuaya. Shirelanda chiba HH bari pwiririka. Panda belanga bari pwiririka. Ama vice presidents washita select yosenga tabaya. Na kwa bafe umo wa sharamu. Na bata ba pwiririka bari kwa takalema. Teti tukeshiba kalema kabo because we have not tried him. Vasata. Elo bari ba president. There are certain things that he made sure do not happen in the government or in Zambia. I watched a video of him telling the police officer, the CIA, Mwankontolola. Takwa abafyo kwenda mungulu. A leader listens. HH takwanina. HHS muntu fye. Muntu fye nankwe mutonga fye. Mulibanga batonga pa mweba upo kubabemba. Mweba tonga mweba upo mwabemba. Mulibanga pa mweba rentamba. Mulibanga. Abalume benu baramishana ensala. Abana benu abalume benu tabalipira kuma skulu. Abalume benu nishi chikalambo chomwele mkupwila kumutonga nga mubi chikalambanshi. Ngamlela ndati abatonga babi abatonga batani imwe mweba upo kubatonga ichikalambo chomwele mkupira kubatonga abatani abakaso chikalamba nshi mulekare nsalamanda mumyenu munu wamenshi pakulala. How many of you Bembas are married to Tongas and your children go to school well? And you still bring your relatives that are Bembas in a Tonga's man's house. And he still feeds them and takes them to school. Imwe. Mweba kashara banamayo imwe. Mweba pepe kabatonga. Fish off of fire. If you are saying, hey, he's a Tonga boo, how did you know he's a Tonga boo? Wale mu pepe katefi. Pakutira wise wishivati zetonga bo ali kutana. Takutani na ali kupera. So mutanishani. Mutanishani umutonga. Imwe bashitata imwe barumendo mwe baile mwashaba bemba benu mwabashaba akaonde benu mwabashaba kuchipata bansenga mwaya mukufwaya bakashana oraba rumendo abatonga nishita mwale upira ama tribes yenu abatonga ngababi imitima abatonga ngabatani nishi tamwaya mukupira babu nishi mwendera na abatonga abana kashi fisho bo mufuaya ku batonga abana kashi batani so obviously no kupakula tetwa kupakwiri so ichi kalambo cho ufuaya ku mutonga chikalamba ishi you will be dating a Tonga man and you will be here on Facebook embarrassing your intelligence by typing, we can't vote for HH because it's Tonga. See how stupid you are. Eh? You are very, very choosy when it comes to things that are very important. Mwaliba choose, and that's the reason why we don't go anywhere as a country. Hey, the devil you know is better than the angel you do not know. That is a lion of a failure who does not want to take a risk in life. Failures will always say, the devil I know is better than an angel I do not know. You are limited. Very limited. Even more nanga tizachita bwanji. Kairi tizachita bwanji. Kairi tizachita bwanji. Mama bakwata abana 7 kuma uno ushibomba unwa usundira pa bed atsininga ende kairi the devil I know is better than the angel I do not know ubupuba. My father, you always used to tell us his kids. My father always used to tell us his kids, and he always said, if you don't try, you would never know your potential. If you don't go out there and try, you will never know what you are capable of. You are better off trying. Fiaka wa ikala panshi no kana fat ima una yese sheko but chashu bile fie. Chapo. Noti the devil you know is better than the angel you do not know. Which the devil you know? Because Vasata was the devil we knew. Why didn't we all pray? So he can come back. Eh? The devil you know is better than the angel you do not know. The economy is down. People have no jobs. We are not saying Baet Galungu is not a good president, but he's just not doing a good job. Period. No two ways about it. He's not doing a good job. If he was doing a good job, he was going to tell Abba to mind how they come out. Because citizens feel insulted and disrespected every single day. Jarifani last year, 2019, when a certain minister, Honorable Bowman Lusambo, said, "Aba kufialo, wapipa fiama fino kilina fimbusu," but they get paid so much better than a government worker in Zambia. Aba kilina fimbusu, no kupipa wakote kuno kufialo, they get paid so much better. So much better. Even better than ama-bosses bamuri vakapokera muma-nurses ama-doctors venu, they get paid so much better. But because umuntu takwata for sense of occasion, sense of diplomacy, umuntu takwata kusabaila fear. This last year, we are stealing for the future. Who does that? And then people will be here saying, oh no, he's heaven sent. Then heaven is very hot, because we are burning. Our asses are turning yellow in our dark skins, which is very dangerous for humanity. Imwe. Mwawela mwasa mkulandati. Ubomba muivala. Alia muivala. That is a term of a criminal. So inenga mbomba muba. Nde iwo bwalwa. Olonde kolwa fiyonse because mbomba muchikulwa cha bwalwa. So ne market tankala ige ne mwineneka. Kabili chikweta bakustra advertise. No sense of diplomacy, no sense of occasion. Just talk and talk and talk and talk. Kulala and fear. And then they'll come back, they'll come to you, and they'll give you meal. Ngabami pelo bunga, nishibami eva tseni muvote, muri fipuva, mweba poko bunga, because whatever you Mama na kwanza kuna ba Samantha wa concentrate on sucking bawiso, obonde konka, nalaba konka bawiso. Nefina abakota, obonde konka weshuruwe. People need to change. Mama no fondera na abantu bali rubana sense of intelligence, sense of ubukalamba, sense of umuntu fi okutefintu fi amano yali pwa no muchisa to aikwatira amamana statwa kwata amakadas fulu so apa live now amakadas muline nsala muri live mule ntamba mwasa mkrande fi abo papano ama bosses venu na balala imomlandu wansala because nobody maintained mufire mwalia murisha na bana venu na bafyashi venu. You are here insulting me. You're not getting the sense in what I'm talking about. Because ofobami fundire, and I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Tabami funda wino. I blame the people that you support. Because limo, it's not about a person. It's about what the person is saying. If you fishing go for winge kalapanshi ngomu kalamba, watontonkanya, but because mufwae fia mahala, vale milishira varupor wenu, no tuma toilet swapanse. Icho chisamanta. Bari chipwa bakada, na chibize, chile tukalense le hapa. Na balala, aba chipere mpia. Ubupuba. When you're supposed to be having knowledgeable debates, Alice. But when you say ABCD, I don't know what you mean. Because you know what? Actually, His Excellency has done ABCD and ABCD. Don't you think that's good enough? But I know that was a good move. But don't you think if he did ABCD, we could have done ABCD and maybe we could have, achieved ABCD. Those are supposed to be conversations that we should be having as citizens of Zambia. But now, we have been turned into something useless. All we want is insult, disrespect, pull others down, drag people into the mud. just because you want to prove your political stance. Useless. Total rubbish. Namu monofo batu chinjishe. Hatu waluka fiefi puba. When I should come here to learn from you, when I should come here and have a very good conversation, a very good debate between you and me, so I can learn something from you, and so you can learn something from me. But because our leaders, na batusambirisha ukushikwato muchinshi, na batusambirisha aggressiveness, na batusambirisha ubupuba. No, we come from a Christian nation. The word of Zambia being called a Christian nation is pathetic. We are not a Christian nation. Samantha, a headless chicken is you who has come to a page only to come and insult. That's it. Don't you see how useless you are? The people you are supporting don't even care about you. And I'm very sure they chura no kuchura iwe. Kanku block ekabiyoko. Guys. So, abantu ngabanji pushayine. Ndaranda lyonse, I'm not affiliated to any party because fiabu puba fief. Fiabu puba. And I will tell you why in the end that fiabu puba fief. Because people should learn to listen. I may not be a politician, but I'm aware of a lot of things that are happening. Just 2 months ago, or was it a month ago, His Excellency, the President of Zambia, Edgar Chagwa Lungu, Balichta, how will I put it? Balichta mislead abantu. Balichta mislead ama employees, ama ministers. He knows the laws of Zambia. He knows the laws of Zambia. Yet, he went and let these ministers work. He's a lawyer. He should know very well that ministers are not supposed to be working. But ministers started paying salaries. He's a lawyer. He knows more. He knows more than we all know. Before he became a president, he was a minister of justice. So he should know basic laws of Zambia. How did he let all these ministers continue serving the government? How did you do that? Why would you want HH to be the president of Zambia? First of all, the very first reason I would want him to be the president of Zambia is because we have not tried him. Not because he's a perfect person, even worse than this, but because we have not tried him. I would love him to be the president. One. Secondly, if you ask me, why would you want HH? These are conversations that we should be having as Zambians. These are conversations that we should be having without fear, without any judgments. So if you ask me on my own personal capacity, Alice, between the two presidents, who would you want to pick on and why? First thing first, I would want His Excellency Hakainde Hichilema to be the president because we have not tried him. We don't know his capabilities. We don't know what he can do. Secondly, I would want him to be the president because, come on, he knows a lot about economics. And you know what? He's a good businessman. And a good businessman who has businesses that are very successful, he knows how to put up a good plan. Meaning, he will be very good to bring back our economical stance back in Zambia. Number 3, why would I want Hakainde Hichilema to be the president? Well, because we've never had a Tonga president in my country. So we don't know what he would bring to the table unless we try him. We have had presidents, Ababemba, Nabanyanja. We've never tried a Tonga man. So what's wrong in trying? What's wrong in trying? And if you ask me, why won't you want His Excellency Edgar Changalungu to be the president of Zambia? Reason number 1 I would give is, I do not have freedom of choice. Because I cannot have a good debate with my fellow citizen about politics without fearing of my life, without having people threaten my life, without having people insult me. If you ask me again, why won't you want His Excellency, the President of Zambia, to be the president? I will tell you that I have seen so much injustice the past 2 years. And I am scared for my life. I am scared for my son's life. I am scared for my family's life. A student was shot dead. Justice was not passed. A young boy that left home to go to school was shot dead. Justice was not passed. A husband that left the wife and children to go for work, he was shot dead. Judgment was not passed. I don't want to see that. If you ask me again, give me another reason why you wouldn't want him to be the president, I will still give you many more reasons. I am a Zambian citizen who has a talent, who's been to school, who has knocked on the doors of the government offices, and I was thrown out of their offices and no help was given, and I was left jobless. And you reduced who I am to a common name. I'm a model, so I'm just a prostitute. Oh yes, I wouldn't want him to be the president. In 2029, we started with the gases. People died. Justice was not passed. People lost their families. And he never said anything, meaning he doesn't care about me and he doesn't care about other citizens, because a lot of things happened and the only thing he did was to keep quiet. I want a leader that listens. I want a leader that has sense of emergence. If you still ask me, why wouldn't you want him to stand as the president? I will still tell you other more reasons why I would never. There is no peace between us as Zambians. We are now animals. And if you ask me, it's not about a personal decision. It's about what we learn. It's about what is on the table. It's about the things that make us understand where we are going, not where we come from. Because where we come from, there's so much peace. If you ask me, why would you want him not to be the president? I will still give you many more reasons why. Dollar is at 22, meaning a waitress is getting paid $100 a month. Unacceptable. Nurses that are saving lives in hospitals are getting paid $200. Unacceptable. Police officers that risk their lives each and every day are getting paid $150 a month. What a shame to a country. I have so many reasons. And these reasons are reasons that you all know. When you go into your secret places, you all know what I'm talking about. This is not a secret. This is not a lie. This is not something that we have not seen. We have seen this. I have a choice to choose where I want to go to, what I want to do, who I want to vote for. The campaigning strategy should be how you're going to better the future of a young woman who is scared to walk around the streets at night because she doesn't even feel safe in the hands of the police officers, because she doesn't even feel safe calling her own country a Christian nation because they are raping us. Your campaigning strategy should not be about the roads that you have built. That is your job. Your strategy should never be based on the hospitals that you have built, because most of them do not even have medication. Let me take you back. I was young, but let me take you back. In the times of Mwanawasa, he paid so much attention to ARVs to make sure that ARVs are free, because so many people died of HIV. And what did he do? The Department of Ministry of Health fought really hard to pass a message to say HIV is just like any other disease. You can live with it. And ARVs will be for free. And people have survived. It has passed on to a new government, onto another new government, and people are surviving today. That was a leader. He didn't think about himself. He didn't think about his daughter to build malls and 48 houses somewhere. He thought about people are dying of HIV. The more they sell ARVs, the more I will lose my citizens. But nowadays, ngamoya kufipatala na ARVs yala shotela kumo. Panado ila shotela kumo. So even if you build those hospitals, it is pointless to have thousands of buildings to keep sick people if they can't be healed. It's pointless. It's pointless. It's pointless to employ thousands of police officers, if the only thing you would teach them is being aggressive and not understand the laws of Zambia, it is pointless. Let me tell you this. So I'm a person that talks to all these waitresses and waiters each time I go out, you know. I don't discriminate. I'm that person. I do not discriminate. I always have conversations, you know, with waitresses, waiters. When I book into a hotel, I always, you know, have a chat with all these people. So if a person gets paid $100 and this person has a family, has a wife, has rent to pay, and has kids to take to school, right? And there you are, seated in your comfort zone, when a common Zambian citizen is struggling to buy mealie meal. And not because they're irresponsible, but because mealie meal, that has to be the cheapest thing. That is all we have. That is all we have. Olomwari chula shani, the least you can have in a home. Wunga, sugar, cooking oil and salt. So number. Ubunganga wawa 170. Umuntu afola 2 pini. Ubunga wawa 170. Ubunga ta which last 1 month. Ubunga which in most of these homes, ubunga which last 2 weeks. So meaning, umuntu who for a 2,000 kwacha. Aleshto ubunga bubiri in a month. We are talking about almost 400 kwacha. So he's left. Muri salary yakwe. He's left with 1,600 kwacha. So 1,600 kwacha yo. Afire ashta cooking oil. Cooking oil na 120. Afire ashta sugar. So inende for munje weko imwe makada zimomo batemo kutukana insere without realizing ofondela ndapo imwe bamselela kwa akaba. How do you expect umuntu waba no more to survive? I am talking like this because your muntu talipia na rent. Rent mulusaka kalofenga wikala paish pa track. But inga wikala fe mungande ya mano. The least you can pay is about 1,200 kwacha. So if I told you my reasons, Shirelanda tiba galungu taba chitapo efintu ifisuma. Obviously tiba chitapo efintu ifisuma. Obviously. Kwa chita benefits tiba chitapo efintu ifisuma. And I'm not talking about in my own capacity. I'm talking about for others. Not in a government and shop. I knocked on your doors. You chased me. I knocked. I was doing something very legit. Very legit. You will kick me out of your offices because you are selfish people. And when you want to say, oh, so are you mad because of course, what do you think this is? You leave me jobless. You want me to be twerking. You want to come and ask me, so that's the reason why you started talking politics. Yes, because I want to see change. I am not a coward. I will tell you the reason why I am mad. Yes, I am mad. Because every day when I wake up in the morning, I see young girls, but I'm 15, 16 years old because there's nothing to do. Eh? Sugar yakulira porridge na ile 38 pin. Abantu bara kalashani muchalo. And you wanted to tell me, oh no, now you're talking politics. Oh yes, I'm a Zambian citizen and I can talk politics. Because you know what? Politics ain't related to the issue. What do you think this is? Oh, is she talking like this because we couldn't help? Of course. Of course. It's an obvious case. Tiakuseka no kuseka. Mula iwera mu. Mula ipusha finto for muishive. Eh? You're using power. Ati baria mukudoneta pa Christmas. Kudoneta, it's your duty. Mufire mo doneta. You need to show them that you love them. Father Christmas ala pera katundu mumusebomo. Is it because the referred message move out? No, it's because you need duty yako Father Christmas. Ku pera tu katundu. So much to bunga pa Christmas mam kupera abantu. Tamule donate, you are doing what you're supposed to be doing. Na mama bloggers that's something you want to report. Oh, Honorable Shansha donated 27 bags of mealie meal. 27 bags of mealie meal to one day. It's not even up to 5 pin. So come and sit down. Oh no, na bashtama wirubara. Bafwile bashtama wirubara because oko shirimpia shama citizens. That should never even be news. Araimon. These are things that we should be talking about every single day. So when you ask me, I have my reasons. I have my reasons. And you need to let people have the freedom of choice. Mama PF kadazimwe. Mwaliba fe aggressive, mwaliba fe bitter. You don't want to have a good conversation with another person. I am not affiliated. I am not affiliated to any political party. I will say it out. But at this point, the man has not done anything. You have not tried him, yet you condemn him every day. You have not given him an opportunity to show you who he is. Ni a Chinese statement. Ni gu. Pantu gu mkalamba. Ni gu mkalamba shine. He hasn't stolen from anybody. He's a successful man who owns his own businesses. Most of you in the government, you didn't even have pay slips before you became ministers. You didn't even have money before you became ministers. Now you're multi-millionaires. Where are you getting the money from? Because salary of minister should be less than 20,000 kwacha. So how are you managing to building all those big houses that you have? How do you manage to drive all those big cars that you drive? Because you're a government worker. You don't get paid up to 50,000 kwacha a month. You get paid less than 20,000 kwacha a month. These are things I haven't touched on about Ishiva. Mulensha ma Range Rovers, mulensha ama era mukani ero kabiri wonse mwafiyoko backwards. Bosha mulefo ko ma V8. Achawa mistray introduce kuma V8. So ayo ma V8 mwaisha mioto kama V8 and ABCD. How did you manage to get those cars? You are government workers. You do not get paid up to 50,000 kwacha. How do you manage? How do you do it? How do you do it? Ama mansions mwakulaya. If we go back, na bena deki. Tabawon bench to yabo because ngabara bench to yabo ababantu abangabara bekata every single day. That's one thing I miss about Wasata. That's one thing I miss about Mwanawasa. Anti-corruption. You, a politician, a minister. You've got 6 houses. How did you manage? How now? How did you manage to build 6 beautiful houses in less than 10 years? When you joined the government, you didn't even have a pay slip. How did you manage? Let me tell you something. There's a record for each and every citizen in Zambia. There's a record. So if I portray a certain lifestyle, I will show you my account to say this is what I gain and this is what I do and this is ABCD and ABCD. So you ministers, mom government, at this point in time, most of you didn't even have jobs. You didn't have no pay slips. How have you managed to acquire what you have? To send your children to international schools? How are you managing to pay 22,000 or 22,000 kwacha per term? How are you managing? That's how much you get paid every month. So how are you managing to take all your salary on one child? Mufumi SNP. And then I will have somebody to come and tell me, in a panompele 22 years old, why so I saw an account of some kunjevati. I didn't see. This is a better life. This one is not better. It's not better life for. It's not better life. In any question if you inquire, a question inquire. Mukwani shashani pan mweba mbinga tuamira muri history yenu tuami pendera katundu mukwete nempia mukwete nga tuami pendera mwarafi rokweba abantu oko mwafume mpia ni kwisa kansela wa mu PF ari kula na mo wakulire shani mo nuwe kansela fi Ndebu kishabasa tabari evere bari evere ban shani uko to investigate mlenga sata after Range Rover after kola V8 umwana wa president wenati investigate him. I don't know where he got the money from. Investigate him. Muri barungu na muyumfa pwe. So when they do things for you, it's not a favor. It's their duty. They have to do it. By force, by fire. They have to do it. I watched a video of a government official vale chita pledge ukutwala umwana wa muntu wafiro wa mu PF batino kutira this one will donate $2,000. Why are you using dollar? Is kwacha that useless that you can't code things in kwacha? Why didn't you not say vachite vale chita donate 44,000 kwacha? Why didn't you say that? Why did you have to go and say no, but let's donate $2,000. Why are we using dollars now? Why can't we quote in our own thing? Let's say kwacha. Are we ashamed? Have you noticed how bad it is? So, Ngaturelanda, we should be having conversations that are very, very normal conversations. Tualanda na kweba ma reasons in kwete. Na wini wanja kwa ma reasons in kwete. Ine na arifu wapanosha kareko kulanda. By the way, whether some people are saying, oh no, actually Upnd is not a very strong opposition. They will shock you. They will shock you. You can't judge a person. You can't judge a book by its cover. Yes. We Zambians, we don't appreciate. Obviously, there are things that Wahed Galunga has done good that we cannot appreciate. But the majority here are bad things. Yes, he has done good things in his own capacity with his authority and epicity. Yes, he has. We won't take that away from him. But how many of you in Zambia want to run away from Zambia? How many of you want to run away from Zambia? How many of you want to do that? How many of you? But mwandi vintu vavuta wala ngabatuma yes boss twice uncertain individuals bamserera kwa akaba mubashishi bofo murefwa bamalonda babulama benefits. Bantu bamipera 2 pin. Ngabamipera 4 pin. Chawe chikanga fe mwendere umutwe wenu ewalaenda muri yali mumuru. Mulela wat 4 pin in $200. Kuno kushta fe botolo ya bwaro adefi ya kule nishiyaya. Malawi yo is better than you. Nobody never mwala kafenga ku Congo. Imamwe makadezi mwa wana nuku ntanshi ukufokula shoba abantu ngakwali shiro umuntu alati I want to better your life muntu wandi passport kabie wala muikala mu Zambia ba mutashakari mu itobo imwe ba mutashakari mu itobo Pantu that you've got a phone number of a minister, you've even lost your respect. Self-direction, because when minister na phone no so pa musebo muimini ne pakutira muchitoko shine because they are using their power to control each and every person. Bantu fye ba honorable shine bala kutumina ko phone ba honorable shine mulaya ne fuma tolo shina musaginga na muimini na ukubale elia bale no emuna mwikalo katebo okutali uko mule balonda ba mipera 4 pin tamulefana abantu bale landa ubunangani kafwa ini nchito mwana kafe fipuba. In other countries everybody is working. In other countries everybody has a job, everybody has something to do. Ukumunana minister, it's not a privilege. He is a government worker. When you want to see him, you can see him. Go on, mama posha boss mshani winu. You are losing a sense of direction. Because my kwataka cell phone number ka cancel umo mufoni mumienu mwamoko mwalifika sana. You're also a politician. You're not a politician. You're not for it. Ngaba time fia nchito. Baina makaruka fenga howini. Wose mkafe bachola boy. Chapamo. Ichi indike. Desa tafua efi. Ule tashia. Desa kupela mano. You can't use your brains. Busy. Go and do better things for you, your family, and for your generation to come. We are stealing for the future. Why is all that What's all that you are for the future. That you have to work to be who you want to be in life. Go work for your stuff. Imo a leader. We'll come here and say we are stealing for the future and you're all laughing and smiling. Mure batasha, mure tota no kutota. Kwena mule fipuba. Bosi akamba, bosere akamba imiyo nanga bosere. Eh? Which president has such nerves to talk like that? Oh wow. I'm a bridge, yes. Bridge ya kwata mahipu. Mwana bridge ya kwata mahipu inu. Eh? Bridging hapa mu back to say seluke wa mfora mu mara mwaenda kashi nga walikuwa tefu moko fiari ya fepa mu wa bridge. Eh? To get a job in Zambia, you need to have connections. Kwati ni mtambo shapari po. Eh? No. A president of a country will stand in front of thousands of people and will say, that's a term of a criminal. Unacceptable. You are encouraging people to stealing. You are encouraging people not to doing the good thing because inenga mbomba muivala naria muivala ba boss wandivala fofe because inkalaiva. I am not entitled to getting free stuff just because that's where I work. There should be some level of discipline. Eh? Come on, guys. These are not things that we should be debating about. These are things that are going through. And if you are a normal Zambian citizen, you should be able to sit down, analyze. Don't kanyapo. It's not about you alone. How about your children? How about your great-grandchildren? Have you all thought about it? Why does he want to go into a third term? Why? Why does he want to go against the constitution of Zambia? It's only second term. He has served second term. Why does he want to go to third term? He's using the word of saying, no, the first term he was only there for 2 years. But that was the first term. And this was the second term. Why does he want so hard to go into the third term? We are suffering. Things are not okay. We have no jobs. We are running away from our own country. People are dying. Eh? And you are there. Let people be. Each and every one of us is a Zambian citizen. If you feel like saying something, say something. If you feel like you're being say something. Eh? Third term, if you don't have third term, look so come there. Come mokola la mumisebo. Era to ala kafia ma ule mwale fo atwaluki. Eh? Because if there are no jobs, how do you expect a woman to survive? A man to survive? Eh? You cannot ask for a third term when your second term is this bad. Eh? Mwari mwana bridge of ZMPC. That was waste of money. Ngamwari bika kwa ishire mpia kufintu fimbi. Nganire ya ukafiwe kulia. Yaba one side. Kwa bridge yaba one side. Ero wafia. The traffic is the same. What rubbish. Where are you going to? The third time that you're asking for, where are you going to? Things are bad already. You could have corrected things in your second term so that we are comfortable enough to vote for third term. Now things are bad in second term. Third term to Arakwis. To Arakwis Mashiru. Eh? Well. Weshani mo mutima mula pepa imo. Weshani mo mutima. Abantu bala chula. Na malashe zindefiru okushita impia nshikwetu. Na paka mistake na sana kwa holi dokuno kwa America ndela bati dollar kashinga wa start withdrawing pia muri kwacha nga wasa start withdraw $300 abana ndi baresha na $300 ile ndef nya 6.6 Zambia ndefa no kustama mwen ni mpia nshikwetu ama lashes I can't even buy ni mpia nshikwetu buchushu Iria first time wami pere iria, you are a humble man. Humble man, we don't want a humble man because you being a humble man has messed things up. You don't want to correct people. Kabiri muretinati, ngamawashita correct abantu, barami monatina muchinja. Change is a permanent thing you can change. Change is a permanent thing you can change. Humbleness, the first time. You are supposed to use aggressiveness this time towards your leadership so that you better Zambia. So that as you wish to do third term, we all support you. No, mu second term, don't 2 pin. Mu third term, I have 5 pin. No. This is not right. This is not a personal battle. No. We're sharing of your mutima, mula pepa. Mula pepa, bantu bale chula. Let's keep it as leadership. We shouldn't keep it as politics, as a thing, as a business. If we have a leadership, not business, abantu bale chula we're sharing mutima. Third term, you mule yakwi soko mule ya. Mule yakwi? Mu second term, the first term. Third term. Where do you want to go to? You've traveled the world. You've made money. You've made so much money. You're okay. Potential. You even cried. No buy fun for so apanomba. Ni January, tetuishi wenga tuwalari pila shayna ma school fees ya wana. Ine mwari inja lusha jobless. So, mwame fokula njipusha, why are you talking like this? I'm talking like this because you took away my job. By now, I would have been busy. Working instead of talking. But you left me jobless. I will use my mouth now to talk. Ngandi busy apasonga, ndastokwa fintu film apasonga, ndi busy, kustekwa fintu fia mano, mwaisa mwampoke nchito yandi. So the only thing you've left me with is to sit down and reason. Or you've now given me enough time to go through point by point, video by video. I am now reading the laws of Zambia. You see? If you had respected my job, I would have been busy. But because of your selfishness, yandi. Kwata nama ministers nama sponsors so I have no job. The only job I have right now is to sit down, use my brains and think. So ABCD is equal to Z. No wonder. So whenever minister wa Range Rover, because the salary less than 20 pin. So okay, how come? Nchitofe mwansha na yena. So no kusta report ama video andimuleki. Fya mungulu. If you wanted me to be busy, you ngamalinde kane muneleka ndegumba. Mwampoke nchito yandi. So this is my job now. This is my job. This is my job. To make people understand what is right and what is wrong. To make people realize if you don't bantu think abantu tabamona. Tabasta realize. Mwamuna minister. Ari paki me otoka 6 bayadi. Wafumisha kuise me otokeshi. You have only worked for the government for 5 years. How far now? How have you managed? You know, each car is worth not less than 1 million kwacha. How did you manage you? Minister Amanda 7. Wafumisha kui? How far? How did you manage? But Zambians don't know all about this. When I go minister, minister, he's a human being just like you. Calm down. There's nothing special about him. In fact, a minister should be shaken when they see you as a Zambian citizen because you're the one who has given them a job. But minister bana 7 once about yakuma private schools. But minister mukwani shashani. But minister bana is pamula basa no krana I can even pack 1,000 because how did you manage, boss? Calm down. How did you manage? You see, when you have no sense of diplomacy, when you have no sense of occasion, you open your mouth anyhow. I can even pack 1,000 cars. Hey, you're a government worker now. How did you manage? How did you buy 1,000 cars? How did you manage to buy seven big plots and you've built houses? How now? How? You're a government worker, mufola less than 20,000 kwacha. Kwa directors, nama CEOs, nama companies. Kwa abantu abachita own their own companies. Tabana flashy, the way you are flashy. How are you managing? Hello, a common Zambian citizen cannot even afford to buy a bag of meal. Imomo ahisana, no sense of diplomacy, no sense of order. Moaisa na kanwa. When you read a comment as what job has they taken away from you, when you don't understand anything, chap. Guys, send to the tonton kanya. Even therefore, munjaskeko, video, munjaskeko, how you have acquired all those things. I'm a minister, Bambi by this radio stations, bari kwate fukuru fiabwa, bari kwata ama loji, bari kwata ama complex. How did you manage to acquire all these things? You're just a government worker. You get paid less than 20,000 kwacha. If now, maybe you're getting paid $1,000 or $2,000, Mr. Man, Auntie Mommy, how did you manage? How did you manage? Muri 5 years, mwakwanisha shano kwata fiance fyo. Mwakwanisha shano. Gana under to by HH, he can be a good leader. I don't mean he's a perfect man. Obviously, he has his own weaknesses. Now, that's why I'm a vice president. And when we say we want you or we want to try you, you need to look deep into your governance. Because we don't want recycled politicians. Street smart, na book smart. Tatule fire nga tuwalanda chaba, we want something different. Ababe na mutuletere same. Na ababe na mutuletere afa tule pita na mofo mutuletere. You better start rethinking. You've got 4 months or 5 months to go. Start rethinking. Reshuffle the people in your party also. We don't want. We don't want. We are complaining about recycled politicians who are tired. They can't even stand for 5 minutes. Mu conference. Fentoko. Tatule fire. Gabari come from government. Gabari serving up a government. So we don't want them. Fresh minds are the ones that we want. So I'm going to church to Amiela. Tatule fire. Tatule kaya no. Let's try by HH. Same problems. We don't want. Our government, when I was only 9 years old, Nanomba, fish of a Ishiva. Unexposed minds. Fire. Nothing at twice up at 1 o'clock. Let's try by HH. We have not tried him. We don't know his potential. We don't want. We want fresh minds. We want attractive ministers. Conferences but let's represent you with an mule two mama ministers conferences nama jacket ya pitire mutu kondo. Sorry about that. Mule tu mama ministers kuma conferences ama jacket na pitira mufi kondo. Ama shirt na asera ku one side. They can't even dress up well. We don't want such ministers. Naba na 4-cornered shoes. No, we've got young, nice ministers. We want fresh minds. We want ministers that are at least above our. Not, please, the reformer minister 65 years old or he's celebrating 65 years of government. Let them go kumishi. Mukuchemengo kusunga kwa ishikulu. It's time for them to rest. They've made so much money. Let young ministers take charge. Young innovative minds, let them take charge. 32, 33. 35, 36, 40, 45. Kali shibano kuluka wigi wino. Kali shibano kubdrawing my eyebrows. She doesn't even need a makeup artist. Uksamukuba painter for them to be in front of the camera. When I wake up, I need to do this. But I should for my face mask. We want attractive ministers, both women and men. We don't want tired people. Afine sapato shama ayubu. Therefore, common ministers, nga minister, kadi kwata PhD in economics, kadi kwata PhD in whatsoever, nika lawyer. Aka nono aka muntu aka sumaka sambabu wino kalefu mudi moto kayaka. She has no time. She has no time for stupid things. Ngakai minina kunta she conference voice. Oh my God, she's a minister from Zambia. Oh my God, he is a minister from Zambia. Naughty old cargo. Don't say. Oh, we should mom smafta feeling no kulinga. Oh, no way. Don't say. Bankanduru. How many years? Bankanduru, how many years? Mreba tuwana kuma conference. Mune kwata kwa insoni. Oh. The feeling you know could give you. Mure to say you're sending ministers who cannot even pronounce things. A minister will go in front of 1,000 people and fail to pronounce corona. A minister. And you want people to take us serious. Eh? A minister in front of the camera masturbating. A minister. We're not losing our order. Eh? A old director, or if ever he pay may so rest in peace. Oh, the Kunta is kwa camera. Which what Talanta with the Fiakuchta. Eh? Ekusha Talanta with the Fiakto Umresala. Gulfio weka. When Mukara camera or Amaro Kuanga. Fiabu Puba Fie. Eh? And you'll be proud to come and tell me, oh, we'll do better. No, we don't want you better. We want you out. The system is fucked already. The system is gone already. None of you is doing a great job. All of you are doing useless jobs. Your private lives are a mess. Your political lives are a mess. Your social media lives are a mess. Because if your personal lives are okay, we wouldn't be seeing people masturbating on social media. Girlfriends sending, "Tamo got a sense of order. Epadi no more home that won't copy picture and you want but now to come sere. No buy you. Well, moon to film bomb government. Where can I put touch with camera? Martin Octano, we want third term. Which third term are you looking for? Which third term are you looking for? What is it that you do different that you have not done in your first term and your second term? Eh? What is it that you do different? With your same old cargoes, you want to bring them into third term. So we can face the same challenges that we are facing. What I'm doing, what I'm saying, is it making sense? Don't do that. Today start complaining. Busy. 2021, we are winning. Even if you win 2021, your party is limited. You are not going for fourth term. Can you change Zambia into a dictatorship? Otherwise, all of them win 2021 in 5 years. If you Chapwa. Abantu balanda to leave the stage while people are still clapping. Just leave the stage while we are still clapping for you. There's nothing that you will do different. You did. If I'm not even misleading nobody. Findo for mumuna bati mnafiokulanda. Pantubali misale makanua. When you talk, we will takuri. Eh? These are things that are out there. Everybody knows about what I'm talking about. Mankanduro elabo mwenda nobo kuti kwene muyenda. Mwenda kuti. Basumaire abo mulea kwisoko mulea. Naka ministry akashipanga sense. Ofondera njira nati ba HH ngawa minister. Such ministries won't be there. That's waste of money. Waste of money. Ministry of Religious, church. We understand what church is. We understand what Christianity is. Why are you being a minister? Why are you being a minister? A minister who came up and you are busy supporting a man who was masturbating, a man who was naked. It was Photoshop. You see, you don't even have a direction. You are a good minister. You are a good preacher. My reverend, ngamwekele fe mchechi, wafe ngamaruza fe track, mwafuma mchechi, mwamboka nama politics, mwalaluba, go back and pray, kuchechi uko, go back and just stick to you being a reverend mchechi. Ma vice president, mwafika no kumfika, tuwadira wako, biashiri kaya, tuwadira watulosho ngopo baba, we don't know. Mule kwata kwinsoni, Zambia mwa kwata kwinsoni. Ale insoni ye won't say all of you ministers are listening to me. Mule kwata kwinsoni, checking in. Ichemeni. Mule kwata kwinsoni. Oh, insoni ye won't mwa kwata fe camping. Mwa ironi shafat okay pata fe panga sensifi, bossi. 2 times. Waichawale chula mulinsala mzambia mulinsala sentuika de paisha pa tutontonka nyepo waichawale chula na baluka fe nchush bayefa kunsala mwaseka po mwatino kutatu wala chitaposhani nombane kampingu tamwakwata insoni tamwakwata wesheni mwe mtima balungu takulu kumlea kale mfi nampanga kale mpia it's enough. Hey, don't be selfish, okay? Sugar, boo-boo. Honey, it's enough for very enough. Oh, boo-boo! Boo-boo! Leave space for other people to enjoy. Come on, honey. There's nothing that you will do different, you know. Baby, Your Excellency, there's nothing that you will do different. Yori ashirika ya. Yori ashtatuarika lipensa ka. You know. Tapari ofo mwala achita. If you are new, tuwala afu afe kunsala. Tumfiri nkufi uruse. Ubu ule batu itarionzero no batu ara rukafa mahuri abachishinga nota mahuri batutunkanya turi mahuri no batu ara rukafa mahuri achishinga ngata mafume pachipani imwe because tamuri mpia moneni na marashe zinshwete kunonga na sta withdraw ka $300 mo account shikai saka message you have left with bubu wesheni mumtsima wesheni mumtsima seruke nife pachipani hapo mshiro ko bambi na Dubai ninde ko kuya there's no money ala mukuchita ko yishikula na nseba ne fie na ala mukikala papa pari ka backpackers bubu bubu you finished me bubu no Bobo, you have turned me into a beggar. No. Bobo, no. Wesheni mumutima bubu. Wesheni mumutima. Mula pepa. Mkwate kwa kampingu imwe. Serukeni hapo pachikula serukeni vambi vapiteko. Tapala for mwala chinja. Futa mwa chinja in 2 years. In 7 years that you've been there. Tamwachi bubu na munja bishafe bega bubu sugar it's not right now I life now I'm surviving no jobs no money in circulation dollar 220 hello chibejan onje kaleshani mu hotel around deshan we bubu na munja rishafi nomba kalomba we bubu nshaberefi baransampa muchitefi mwaranchipisha wesheni mumutsima wesheni mumutsima in taumfwanaka yes bubu bubu guys bye I've been here for so long